Hey guys, I just wrapped up the final episode of Little Fires Everywhere on Hulu, and I must say I thoroughly enjoyed what I'm predicting is a limited series. I do not think there will be a season 2 because it's based on a novel, and I think that's how the novel ends. Don't hold me to it, but I'm about 99.9% sure that's the case. Let's get into the episode. So for me, in my opinion, I think the biggest underlying theme of Little Fires Everywhere is postpartum depression. Elena dealt with a lot of postpartum, especially after she had Izzy, and we saw the scenes of how stressful that was for her. It drove her to her ex, okay? Sister girl had to drove all the way to New York City to look for her ex-boyfriend. Also with BB Child, BB was dealing with postpartum depression and frustration from not being able to provide for her baby, and that drove her to leave her baby at the fire station. And then all that unfolded with her baby being adopted when they didn't know who the birth mother was. And then also, I would say, even with Mia, I think that Mia had been dealing with so much while she was pregnant. Her brother died, and then her lover died. And then she's like, I gotta give up this baby too. And I think that was, you know, a big deal. It wasn't something she was prepared to do. And being pregnant, look, being pregnant changes your emotions, honey. You think you know what's going on. You think you know what kind of decisions you're making, and you don't, okay? But I really think that was a big underlying theme in Little Fires Everywhere. I can't say I'm not surprised at all that the 3 children burned down the house. With the kind of pressure that they was growing up under and everything that was going on in each one of their lives, burn, baby, burn, okay? I really wish Izzy would have stuck around so she could light her match too, okay? Izzy deserved it. But I am grateful for Izzy's character being the scapegoat throughout, because it was just so easy. And I knew in the first episode when they opened up and they were saying they're probably looking for Izzy or probably blaming Izzy. I knew Izzy, whoever Izzy was, I knew she didn't burn down the house. I think that the struggle of power between Mia and Elena was a big plot mover in Little Fires Everywhere. The rich poor dynamic, the good evil dynamic. Although Mia did make some horrible mistakes, I think she was a much better character than Elena was. But I attribute both of their faults and both of their accolades to the way that they were raised. You know, Mia grew up with a lot of pressure growing up in a strict household like she did, and Elena had a lot to live up to as well. And those kind of things mold you in the type of mother that you'll be, and either you'll be that exact kind of mother or you'll try to be an exact opposite. Mia trying to be the opposite, and Elena falling in the place of being the type of mother her mother was. I mean, we all get it honest. You got to really make conscious effort to do the work and not be the type of parent that you were raised by. But that was a big plot mover, just their dynamics as mothers. I was so glad when Mia got to bust Elena's bubble and tell her, no baby, my baby didn't have an abortion, yours did. Congratulations, Mother of the Year. Like, I was like, ooh, I was waiting for it. Ooh, that's a juicy part. Ooh, tell her. I loved it. I do feel for Lexi, there's so much pressure for her trying to having to try to be perfect all the time. She couldn't even be honest with herself. She couldn't be honest with the people around her because she always had to put on this facade and act like she is perfect. And even when she proved not to be perfect, Elena was still insistent that she was perfect. Like, ladies, let's drop the facade. You know, I just told you what happened. But really felt for Lexi. So sad about Moody and Trip, but I mean, they're brothers. They'll get over it. They beat each other up and move on. You know, the victim in it all was Mia, but she got to move on too. Bye. I remember it how it was. That's what she told her mama. I just want to remember how it was. I do think that the court case proved to be what it was always going to be. Bill said it. People like BB Child do not win. People of color, poor people do not win, and she did not win. But BB Child wasn't letting that stop her. Look, I'm not American. These not my laws. BB Child went and got her baby. When I heard that baby fussing on that monitor, I said, BB Child went and got her baby. Okay, and good for you, BB. Them people, how racially insensitive to serve fortune cookies at their baby's first birthday. Who told you that was a good idea? Like, and I love all the questioning that the attorney had for her when the mother was on the stand. Didn't you check you wanted the box for wanting a white baby? Why are you changing her name? What do you know about Chinese culture? Like, come on now. Why didn't Bill prepare them for this? But I secretly think that Bill knew all along there was a lot of flaw in this case, and he really did put his best foot forward, but he just knew because of their privilege and affluence that he would win. He didn't put a lot of effort into it. So you know, they got their pass. But like I said, these not BB's American laws. BB went got her baby, okay? And well deserved. I was thinking when the end of the episode came on and Elena goes to the apartment and she sees the artwork that Mia had been working on. Keep it, sis, so you can sell it. But I don't know if Duo sold because it was her artwork or because it was the other woman's artwork. I don't know. I think it was because it was the other woman's artwork, but I can't be sure. But overall, Little Fires Everywhere was 10s across the board. There are a lot of things in it that were predictable, but there are a lot of things that came out of left field. I so felt for Izzy and Elena, and just Izzy having to hear what she had always felt, because that's one thing I know to be true. You know, they tell you when you're pregnant, your babies can feel everything, and their baby grew up knowing that she wasn't wanted. But just to get that confirmation when Elena is screaming it out loud is just like piercing. Oh, my heart went out to her. When she was on that coach bus, I was just like, yes, get out of there. I think the star of the episode was Bill. I was so glad when Bill just let Elena have it. Like, girl, I found your receipt just like I found that phone number 15 years ago. Get out of my face. You are horrible. All of this is your fault. You did this. Take ownership with your HIPAA laws breaking self. Going through the ladies' goddamn paperwork and stuff at the clinic. Like, she felt too entitled and had too much privilege. And I feel like Bill, even her husband, knew that. Like, girl, you get on my nerves. You need to take a seat. And he laid her bare and then told her he was going to go find himself a pacifier. Okay? And left the house and commenced to ride around and smoke cigarettes. But like I said, altogether, Little Fires Everywhere was a great series. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's give it up for Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington for being the great actresses that they are. Kerry gave us that old dimple in the booty chin cry every episode. But I love seeing Reese Witherspoon and how she's evolved as an actress. If you also, I want to recommend, if you haven't seen The Morning Show, Reese Witherspoon plays in The Morning Show. I think The Morning Show came on HBO, but you should be able to find it on streaming services. Google it. That's a really good series that she was on with Jennifer Aniston, and I loved it. Reese Witherspoon has just came so far from being Legally Blonde, you know. But like I said, altogether, Little Fires Everywhere was everything. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I know you guys did too, because it's all I've been seeing up and down my timeline is Little Fires Everywhere, Little Fires Everywhere, Little Fires Everywhere. I'm looking forward to bringing you more reviews on more shows. Let's keep watching TV because we ain't got nothing else to do. Cheers to staying home, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.